No softballs here.
Okay.
And like this last week, he's all over national media, NBA socials, that stuff. How do you think he's equipped to kind of handle that extra attention that just kind of continues to seem to build?
I think he just has a focused mentality on the game of basketball. So all of us, we're going to keep him accountable. We're going to keep him focused. But for him personally, he's already a step ahead. I think that his focus to the game of basketball, his love for the game of basketball is something that will keep him his head straight.
Carl, there's so much familiarity between your two teams, division rivals. You had guys that worked there. They have guys that worked here. Like, how does that play into this matchup and just seeing them again with how well you seem to know each other?
It's just only right, do it the Minnesota way, take the toughest path to get to a championship. So, we played in a tremendous, explosive, highly offensively minded team in Phoenix who's really good and has had our number all year, and we found a way to win. So now this second round, we got to go against guys who are playing at an extremely high level, an extremely disciplined level that they just showed against the Lakers, and we have to go there and find a way to first two games go over there without the home court advantage this time around. So, just got to play our best. We got to be disciplined, stay emotionally disciplined in the game as well, and find a way to win.
Carl, what does Nikhil meant to you guys this year?
A lot. He's been tremendous. He's been one of our best defenders, been one of our most clutchest players, and also is when we really needed our team to get disciplined and calm down, he's been the one a lot of times in that in those actions. So Keel's been tremendous for us. I could say we could be here all day talking about the great things he does for our team. We're just super blessed to have him.
What's it been like for you to take on big defensive assignments? Durant in that series, maybe a little Jokic this series.
Maybe.
I'm guessing. I'm just trying not to presume.
Right.
You
I
tell
like
me.
that. I like that. It's awesome to get a chance to compete against the best, and especially guys who are some of the best offensive players I've ever seen. So to be able to go out there and compete against them, it's awesome. So I always love the chance to go out there and earn my respect.
Just like sheer size, Carl, it's like going from like welterweight to heavyweight. What is that adjustment like? Really, totally two entirely different players.
Just be like Roy Jones. Just go out there and find a way. So I'm happy that I get a chance, like I said, to go out there and play defense against some of the best offensive players in this league right now, and that's ever been in this league, and go out there and compete against the best.
Kat, it seems like the whole basketball world is finally starting to wake up about Anthony Edwards. What makes him such a special leader for you guys, and what are some of the characteristics that stand out?
Just his character, just who he is, his personality. He does a great job of making everyone comfortable around him. He's obviously a jokester, so making everyone laugh. We just appreciate his presence.
How do you think he goes about hearing all the comparisons about him and MJ and, the type of level he's at right now?
I would guess for me, if I was him, I would say that's pretty cool. But I know for us as his teammates, we all love to play on that narrative with him, so it's pretty fun.
Carl, when you signed your contract extension, Rudy had just been acquired, and you talked about, I'm still kind of like a center, like we're going to split it a little bit. That's shifted regarding KD, you're playing more.
I'll be damned,
like
right?
That. Right, yeah. So can you just kind of walk through like that? I don't know, was that 18 months? Your thought process on you positionally?
Just willing to do whatever this team needs me to do and this organization needs me to do. So I've been willing to do that since day one when I stepped in here in 2015, and continue to do that for every single day after. So just the team needed me more to move to the forward position, and it needed me to be able to even defend at a higher level, and I needed to be willing to do that. And since day one, I've always been willing to do what's best for this organization with this team. So did what I had to do, worked on my game, worked on my body, so I could be the player that we need me to be.
A little more center in this series.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. I could be a center one moment, I could sub in and be a power forward. The next moment, I could be a small forward and three big man lineup. So whatever it takes to win, I'm willing to do.
Carl, given the defense that you guys play on a nightly basis, does that maybe lessen some of the pressure you put on yourself coming into playoff situations, maybe less than other points in your career, whether it be like 5 years ago or 2 years ago even?
I mean, it's still the same. You gotta go out there and you gotta perform at a high level. Gotta find ways to help my team win, and every single night I'm presented with a different challenge. I think those other years it was a different challenge, but it was consistent. And now I have every single night. It could be a game where it may not be me for going for 28. It may be me needing just 10 points, but being super disciplined in that approach and being willing to do that and not let ego or pride get in the way. Play defense at a high level, pass the ball. Be aggressive in my playmaking. So every day has presented a new challenge to me, all 4 games, and I've been willing to accept what the defense gives me and willing to accept the role I needed to play so we could have the best chance to win.
Based on the sacrifices you made, just what's the satisfaction level that, 9 years, right? And this is your first time in the second round.
I mean, it's extremely. I'm extremely happy. I couldn't be happier for us. I couldn't be happier for this organization. And like you said, it's selfish. Like personally, I'm just happy that I've finally got to that second round. It's been a long time coming for me, and for 9 years being here, and all the ups and downs and trials and tribulations and the ebbs and flows that have come with being here for 9 years. I'm just happy to have one of those years where the light shines a little more than usual.
Carl, this team has grown a lot in terms of discipline and maturity this year. A matchup like Denver, is that kind of like the ultimate measuring stick to see how far you guys have come there?
Absolutely. I mean, defending champs, you got to go out there and you got to play to the best of your abilities. They have the championship pedigree. They got guys who've, almost all of them, roughly have been there and winning the championship with them, with some new faces, but pretty much the same core, the same group of guys. So they've shown their discipline. They've shown their ability to win close games, especially recently. So we have to be willing to play for 48 minutes at a high level. Extremely disciplined basketball. Emotional maturity has to be shown at all given times, and just got to play the game of basketball that we've been playing this whole year. Great defense that translates to our offense, and when we get a chance to play offense, be very efficient in that process.
Kat, you talked about them playing in close games. From your point of view, watching film, how is Denver able to execute so efficiently in late game situations, especially in the fourth quarter?
Discipline. I feel like for 9 years I've been in the league, so I've got to see a lot of different teams that have been really good, and they kind of give you that old school San Antonio Spurs flavor. Game gets close. It looks like they're playing it still in the first quarter. The execution and discipline they show is second to none. So we got to, like I said, we got to be willing to play for 48 minutes. We've had moments in the Sun series where we had some slippage, where it didn't look like we were playing all 48 minutes, maybe 44, 45 minutes. But with a team like this, you can't afford to have those 3 minutes, even 2 minutes of slippage where you're not playing disciplined basketball, and because they're just so good at capitalizing on those moments of just not a weakness but slippage in our offense or defense.
Carl, what have you appreciated the most about Tim, not only just since he's taken over and built this team?
I just appreciate him believing in himself and his talent and his mind, and building this team out for us to have the best chance to win, and trusting that we would make this work. And he's been a motivating factor for all of us, of always giving us words of encouragement and words of advice of how we could be the best versions of ourselves, and then how can this team as a whole be the best we could be. And he's given us great advice that's worked out tremendously well.
Carl, do you and Rudy and Naz and Kyle, have you sat down and kind of talked about the Jokic matchup? It seems like you guys are always going to kind of be working in tandem there. Like, how does the approach to kind of planning for that go between you guys as players?
We've had conversations for sure. But I think someone said, we've not in our division, we've seen them a ton of times this year in so many different ways, where all three of us were me, Naz, and Rudy were out. We're all together in the game. I'm out. Just the difference off of it, back-to-back, being tired. It's so many different situations we've already had with them this year. So obviously we've had conversations about this series and guarding Jokic, and when you're guarding someone that great, and also Jamal Murray and the rest of their guys who are really, really good players and great players in their own regards. We know we have a very big challenge in front of us, and I'm happy that all of us are just locking back in after the Sun series, getting that hunger back in and that determination back, and obviously obviously we accepting that challenge. So we want to go out there, play against the best, and obviously we're going to put our best foot forward and hope everything works out.